Bak, what is on your mind?
I did a little digging about this whole Moroccan incursion into Ceuta, if I'm saying that correctly. And a lot of people didn't know this, but it's rumored that Mohammed IV, VI is the fourth, right?
No, that's the sixth.
Okay, Mohammed VI, holy shit, that's a lot of Mohammeds. He's gay. And this dude is a gallivanting crown prince and now the king of Morocco. And he's not in Morocco a lot of the times. It's rumored that he has a gay lover that is a Middle Eastern boxer. He's always been rumored to have attended gay bars and nightclubs in Brussels. And there is this.
What incentive would Israel have to catalyze something like this?
Well, this is what really confuses me here, Chase, is that Spain has been doing this under a more orderly, controlled, if you could even call it such a thing, fashion. They legalized 500,000, I believe now up to 3 million.
Moroccans specifically.
No, Muslim immigrants, refugees.
Any migrants,
in Spain,
refugees,
yeah.
okay.
Because they are a leftist communist government now, and they want to swing the voting bloc in their favor and incentivize the Muslims that they're important to do this. But recently, Spain has taken a very hardline stance against the United States and Israel. They wouldn't let NATO launch sorties out of the air bases, specifically the United States, using the NATO air bases in Spain for the Operation Midnight Hammer and then the attack on Iran. And they've been taking a very hard line in the UN, basically calling out the genocide of the Palestinians by the Israeli government. So I think, when you are releasing pressure on,
okay, so they're calling out Israel for its war crimes in Gaza, and Israel saying, all right, well, how do you like the Muslims?
Yeah, well, they were doing, the Spanish communist leftist government were already doing this to swing the votes.
Sure.
But now it's like,
but they didn't want to do 50,000
they didn't
overnight.
want to do a flood that was completely uncontrolled, completely unvetted.
And we got to wait 6 years for all the reports to come out as to how many women and children were raped during this flood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the city that is being flooded in Spain has a population of, 83,000 people?
I didn't even think it was that high.
Yeah, the population is like 83,000 people. They've had 50,000 people from Morocco flood the city in the last 24 to 48 hours, which means that the population of the city has virtually gone up 50% overnight. That means for every 2 Spaniards there are in the city, there's 1 Muslim single youth military-aged man.
Yep.
So I imagine the crime is rampant. I imagine the rapes, the stabbings are rampant. I imagine that women and children and men are in a lot of danger in that city, and they're probably fleeing the city. I mean, it's just absolutely insane that this is taking place.
I would imagine the Adidas tracksuit population has went up 150%.
Yeah.
These guys all wear joggers.
Yeah.
It's Allah Akbar in their fresh-fitted Adidas tracksuit.
Dude, this is a disgusting tragedy, though.
But Andre Azoulay is the guy you want to take a look at because he's essentially been the administrator in absentee of King Mohammed VI. If the rumors are correct. Be excited for the new society being built.
Unbelievable. I want to see Alex break it down. Wow. And the cops are just letting them flood in. I can't believe the cops aren't firing. It's an invading force.
They should be firing tear gas and rubber bullets. Absolutely.
It's a fucking invasion, dude. I cannot fucking believe that. Can you imagine if 50,000 people came across the border overnight in Texas?
Oh, I'd be fucking.
Dude, the local Texans down there would be using everything that they had.
In a convoy,
regardless of what the police would do, regardless of what ICE would do, regardless of what the National Guard would do in Texas, if 50,000 people started flooding overnight in Texas, I guarantee you that Texans would be forming militias and going down and taking care of business themselves. That is an invading force of tens of thousands of people. You realize how much damage you can do with tens of thousands of people? I mean, how many people did we have deployed in Iraq the last 10 years we were there? In Afghanistan the last 10 years we were there? 10,000?
I don't know the exact force posture.
It was like 10,000 around certain air forces and certain bases, certain strategic locations.
The surge in Afghanistan was 30,000.
50,000 troops can invade a weak country. No problem.
I have to kind of push back here, though. That did happen at our southern border under Obama.
Over the course of 8 years.
Yeah, it wasn't as intense
but
in
if
a
it was
2-day
all
period.
at once, no, we totally, I mean, more people invaded the United States of America during the Biden administration than Russians invaded Ukraine.
Yeah.
We know that it was tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. We know that it's added up over the years to
tens
30,
of
40,
millions.
50 million. The exact number is disputed. We know that 300,000 to 400,000 children have gone missing. I went down there and I saw it myself when I was at Eagle Pass. I mean, it was absolutely disgusting to witness what was taking place, but it wasn't 50,000 overnight. And I mean, that is a World War Z mob invading a country. That's how I imagine it looked any number of the several times that Rome was sacked. Just random people running through, looting, burning, military. But the military is doing absolutely nothing about it. Does Spain has this world come to when the West will just watch an invasion take place and do absolutely nothing? That's the most disgusting footage I think I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Well, this is why I think the leftist Spanish communist government wasn't part of this, and this was actually an antagonistic action by potentially Israel. You see it all line up. The guy that's administrating...
Well, Israel loves to unleash Islam on various countries.
Like
because
Dr. Frankenstein
they want people to see, like, that's why they danced when the Twin Towers were struck. Now finally America understands the radicalism of Islamic terror, and they're going to get involved and secure the region that we've been struggling. Like that, yes, I understand, but it's just bullshit, dude. The real enemy in those videos isn't even the Moroccans doing what the Moroccans are doing. It's the Spanish government utterly betraying its own people. That is fucking disgusting, dude. Disgusting.
The initial waves, it was the police caught off guard. And then they have now just started, I believe as of yesterday, deploying the military there.
Are they killing anybody?
I have not seen a single person get shot, which is crazy to me.
That's unbelievable.
Crazy to me. But this is what happens when you disarm a population.
And they're only reporting the number of dead of Moroccans who drowned trying to get over. They're not reporting the number of dead of people that were murdered, cops that were brutalized, children that were raped. Guarantee it's happening. Guaranteed.
Oh, I bet you there's knife fights
100%.
going down like Roadhouse.
100%.
In this. They're not going to report on that. I'm going to shout out the first super chat of the night on this Friday night. Thank you, Honey Badger, for the $5 super chat. Tempted to vote Dem or to get the current reps sent to jail or worse. What are they going to do? Tax me more? I'll fight for my land. Oh, thank you, Andrew Team America, for the gold coins for the 10 jewels. Really appreciate you, brother.
Wow. And we've already got the Republican Party, specifically Trump, saying that this will happen to the United States of America if we don't vote for Republicans.
We have that. We'll play it shortly. The next clip we should hit, though, is the clip of Bibi Netanyahu, basically in an ominous tone.
Which number?
102.
No, 102 is Alex Jones. Israel is implicated.
Yeah, that's the clip.
Okay, there you go.
So the Spanish government opened the door for this, but earlier this year and last year, Benjamin Netanyahu, in public statements and in letters he wrote to the Muslim Moroccans, said that since the Spanish government is not supporting Israel's war with Iran and not letting B-2 bombers fly out of Spain, that they said that Israel said they would back and recognize Moroccans taking the one little city the Spanish have had for hundreds and hundreds of years there in Morocco.
To stand against Israel. Those who attack the state of Israel instead of terrorist regimes will not be our partners. Regarding the future of the region, I am not willing to tolerate this hypocrisy and hostility. I do not intend to allow any country to wage a diplomatic war against us without paying an immediate price.
Wow.